Does the last week mean that Arsenal will now win the league?
You know something? What last week done was it reaffirms to people that, listen, we're in there with a great chance, with a great squad. I think we've got the best squad in the league at the moment. I don't care what anyone says. And now it's up to the manager making sure that he puts the right piece on the pitch at the right time, simply because I've seen a couple of results where I think he should have started with different people and get the game done. But then he does his thing in respects of bringing people on as finishers.
He changed at Newcastle, didn't he? He was more positive at Newcastle.
He was more positive, and the thing we needed to be. Because I think that when you look at last year, I don't think there's one time that when Liverpool slipped up, we were able to benefit. We didn't do it. And I think that when we done that against Newcastle, it made us realise, OK, this is a step forward in respect of what you're trying to do to make sure that people see that you're definitely in this fight to stay as long as you can. Now that Arsenal are top, everyone's saying, oh, it's Arsenal's now because we've seen what's happening with Liverpool. I'm not right off City. But of course, Arsenal are in the driving seat, and now this is where we're going to see the mentality and how the players now finish this off. They've done it 3 times, finishing second. They know what to do. They've been chasing, obviously, City and Liverpool for the last few years. It's their time. So it's up to them now, mentally, to go and do it.
Different expectation, all right. Maybe they're expected to win it. No, maybe.
You know something? Right, I just
they shouldn't be afraid of saying that either. You know what I mean?
No, and this is the thing now. Arsenal are in the position.
I think you've got
to go and do it. And this is what I'm excited about it.
Do you think you need Gyökeres scoring more though? Because
you're always going to need people scoring.
If you look at Haaland for City, obviously Arsenal are getting a lot of goals around him, aren't they? Imagine if you put Haaland in Arsenal.
Any team, yeah.
Oh,
No. You put Haaland anywhere. Put him anywhere, especially in this kind of form. You know, in this kind of form.
I think Roy said about expectation there on Arsenal in the last week because of people. I'm not quite sure at this stage that will bring a pressure to them. I think if they're in that Arsenal dressing room now, I think even Mikel Arteta, their eyes should be wide open saying, that prize is actually there now. Yeah. I think for the first time, I reckon they actually might just sit in that dressing room and think, there's a long way to go, but I actually think it's ours, this. And we've got to knuckle down and win it. I think generally they must be thinking that, like, almost like, eyes are too big for your belly, it's there.
The only thing that can stop you is that thing that's probably stopped other teams in the past, where you get to March, April, and you want it so much, and the support want it so much.
That's where Liverpool need to hang on the shoulder.
I think at the moment, Liverpool aren't Liverpool at the moment. And I agree with you, what you said. I think we've all said it, haven't we, that I think Arsenal got the best squad. They're looking obviously better than Liverpool right now. And Liverpool might take a few months, to integrate new players.
They'll come and do a bit.
They'll come back, I would imagine that. But I think what you used to do, I think Ferguson used to say, if you're sort of 3 or 4 points off the lead in getting into January...
With the team that haven't won it as well.
Especially.
Exactly. And I think if Liverpool could find themselves, even if they were 5 or 6 points behind you, even sort of in February...
He wants it more than that, right?
He's talking quite negatively about Liverpool.
I need him now.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I've not... I'm saying speaking negatively about Liverpool. I think Liverpool will get better because I don't think... Their actual points they've got on the board, they probably don't deserve for their actual performances in some ways when you're watching them. And I think there will be still moments before Christmas where they drop points in games you don't expect it. Of course, Arsenal drop points, that's football. But I do think if Liverpool could almost do that, and City, that sort of Manchester United thing of old that you used to do, and maybe just wait there. Do you think
Bournemouth, don't be writing Bournemouth off.
Yeah,
without a doubt.
They're doing well.
You know what I mean? Ideally, what you want is Arsenal to run away with it. I mean, run away and then, to a point where even if you lose a couple of games...
That's unlikely, right?
This is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. I'm talking...
To win your first one, you very rarely just run away with it and blitz everyone. I can't see that happening.
Yeah, but you just mentioned about picking a utopian manager. I'm trying to pick a utopian scenario.
Well, that'd be... Right? Yeah, that's perfect.
Right, so what I'm saying is, that's how I'd love it to go, Roy. Yeah. It doesn't go like that.
No.
So what we're seeing with our team is that we've had the experience the last 3 seasons of what it should be, what you should do and how you have to finish it off. And so this is when it comes to February and March and that's when we'll see...
Did I read a stat recent? When did Arsenal last win the league?
2004, wasn't it?
And was it 3 seasons before that they'd finished second as well or something like that?
The Invincibles, was it, last one?
Yeah, I think the Invincibles, was it? 2, 3, 4 or something?
Do you think if Mikel Arteta was offered the Champions League or the Premier League now? I mean, I'd say Premier League all day long, but what do you... Arsenal have never won the Champions League. And it's obviously that's a big ambition as well.
I think he'd take the Premier League.
Take the Premier League, yeah.
Well, if he could only pick one.
Not first.
Never won the Champions League.
Yeah, no, I think that Mikel, because we're talking about the personality, he would want the the Premier League.
Yeah, I think for the manager, I think he
That's
wants
what I
the
think
Premier
he'd
League,
want,
yeah.
James. I think the fans obviously would want it because fuck, it's horrible when people say you'll never sing that, right? So I think that's something that I would like.
never
But
sing
I think that he'd want I think he'd want the Premier League, and then he can have that large exhale and let's go for the Champions League. Let's go for it
First
now.
man to win the Champions League for Arsenal, that'll be pretty special.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just think about it. I said on Sunday or Saturday actually after the Chelsea-Liverpool game, and I saw your piece on Sunday night where you disagreed with me about. I said that I thought Caicedo now was the best midfield player in the league, and 2 midfield players over there.
What a goal, by the way.
Yeah, and I mentioned obviously Gravenberch and Rodri over the last couple of years, and Declan Rice. They're the sort of competitors for that sort of position. McAllister's done well at Liverpool as well, and there's a couple of others. But who do you see as being the best? If you could put one player into United or to City now, and it was Caicedo or it was Declan Rice, who would you say was the best midfield player in the
Just
league?
jump in here something as well. Scholesy, to be fair, when I was with him yesterday, he's a big fan. I'm a big fan of his, but he mentioned Tonali of Newcastle.
Yeah.
Okay, it's better than those two.
Well, I think he did, yeah.
Okay. I imagine the two lads at Newcastle have done brilliantly well. I mean, Tonali and
Their midfield's been brilliant.
Oh, it's brilliant,
To
their
be fair,
midfield.
when
Maybe they
you
don't
watch
get the coverage
game
in
against
tonight, but
Liverpool
you do watch him. He does definitely have an impact. But I'm probably not going with anyone apart from Declan Rice.
best midfield player in the league. Best midfield player in the league.
I'm a big fan of Declan Rice, to be honest. I just think he's got a bit of everything. I like now that he's pushing forward a little bit more, and I just love his work rate, his endeavour. And I think what people always like to see when you speak about the goals is the 30-yarders and whatever else, but he's back in his own box, like blocking shots. And I would probably pick
piece of
Declan.
Yeah, he's kind of
Go with Rice every day of the week.
Over Caicedo.
Just that little bit, that package. He's got a little bit extra on all the other parts of Caicedo. I think I'd go with Rice.
Yeah.
Declan Rice emphatically right. You want to close it off?
Yeah, Declan Rice.
To go with an Irish fella, didn't I, Rice?
I absolutely loved how he took it. He went on board. Not a single moment when he's showing frustration. I told him, you're going to get some decisions, some others not. Stand up. You're going to have 2 or 3 players around you many moments. The ball is in the air and a lot is going to happen. But